1, 2, 3, 4. I told you so. I told you. I told you so. I told you. Remember when I told you about 9/11? Remember when I told you about Building 7? Remember when I told you about the fluoride in the water? Yes, I did. Remember when I told you about the New World Order? Remember that? Remember when I told you about the chemtrails in the sky? Remember when I told you that NASA was full of lies? Remember when I told you about the ultra mind control? Well, I just want to say that I told you so, yeah. Remember when I told you about 432 hertz, that is, and what 440 can do to you? It hurts my ears. Remember when I told you about the vaccine agenda? Yes, I did. And that Michelle Obama is a transgender. Yes, he is. The dinosaur fraud, the climate change scam, and yes, Sandra Bullock is also a man. Remember when I told you that there ain't no clone? Well, I just want to say that I told you so. 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 Yeah. Remember when I told you about the TV flicker rate? And how it puts your brain in an alpha state? Remember when I told you about germ theory? Remember when I told you about gravity? Remember that? Remember when I told you about Paul McCartney? Remember when I told you about direct energy? Remember when I told you about Monsanto? Well, I just want to say that I told you so. 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 Yeah. Remember when I told you about the mainstream media? Your so-called celebrities and pedophilia. Remember that child trafficking and that adrenochrome? Remember when I told you about the Georgia Guidestone? Remember when I told you about the false flag operation? Remember when I told you about 5G radiation? Remember that I told you that? Well, I just want to say that I told you so. 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 Yeah. But you didn't listen. I told you so. I told you so.
We will be back in some form.
We have an army of digital soldiers. Because this was an insurgency.
Hundreds dead, thousands infected across multiple continents.
You guys know what this represents? Well, all
the people that have gone out there against the mainstream media and said, you're going to call us racist, you're going to call us potential Timothy McVeighs. You are.
All right. Hope you patriots out there kicking ass and taking names. Welcome to the party, folks, to PatriotPartyNews.com. I am your host, Chaz Carter, better known as Underground Patriot, coming to you live from the Wolf Den, folks. Oh, my goodness. We had an action-packed show tonight. And, yes, you got it. Israel's attacking Hezbollah in Lebanon right now. We're going to be talking about it. It's kind of wild, but first let's do a roll call so we can get this broadband a little heated up. And had to do some tech trickery tonight because of the censorship. And oh boy, are they pissed! And they're trying to do everything they can with their little AI hunters and things like that. Just understand, if you're seeing all like certain things with just like killer views, 9 times out of 10 it's most likely not the truth because they're giving it to them. They'll never give us anything. It's always been that way for the last 7 years. We don't expect it to change, but we keep on winning all day long. Kentucky is in the house. Cookville is always in Tennessee. Ozarks, Missouri, Alabama, Texas. Look at y'all coming in loud and clear. I love it. North Carolina, Chattanooga, choo-choo, Tennessee, Jersey, what's up, brother? Southwest Oklahoma, hey, we're praying for those. They got hit with these dad-burn-it tornadoes. Illinois got hit hard. We got some video on that. Georgia, take cover. Georgia needs to take cover. I've been on the phone with my mom because of the storm that's going to be hitting her area about 10 p.m. tonight, and she's going to be getting all that bad stuff. So on that. So we're praying for you. Ohio and Instagram. Hello. Ohio, Nebraska's in the house. Good to have you. Michigan, hello. Utah is in the house. Salt Lake City. The UK is checking in. Ireland is checking in. I hope you guys are doing well in Ireland. McMinnville, Tennessee. That's Warren County for those that don't know. Michigan. Kentucky, Virginia's in the house, North Carolina's in the house, New York is in the house, Minnesota is in the house, Louisiana's in the house, Buffalo freaking Texas is in the house. Lord have mercy. New Zealand's in the house, Australia's in the house, Oklahoma's in the house, Ohio, Louisiana is in the house. Praying for you guys. I know you guys got hit hard with Arthur. All this is from Arthur, but you guys really got hit down there with the water. Good stuff. New Mexico just checked in. Good to have you. Minnesota checking in. Good to have you. Ozarks in the house. Arizona just kicked in the door. Arkansas said, hello, how the hell are you? Right? Ha! Exactly. Go Dogs, Georgia in the house. What's up, Florida? Alabama, Texas is in the house. Mississippi Queen just checked in. Hope you guys are doing well. You guys got hit too. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, for those that don't know, this is where the cool cats go to get their daily intel, news, and bread. That's right. It's the PatriotPartyNews.com, folks. We are more than just a website. We are a full functioning badassery Patriot Broadcasting Network. Broadcasting the truth for those that want to hear it. For those that really want to know what's going on and kind of decipher what's happening here, you can go to thepatriotpartynews.com. Folks, if you want to help us out here, you want to support the cause, we have a donation tab up top on our website in the menu section. Click on that, and you can directly inject some resources right into PPN. Also, folks, you need to check out our partners. We got a good little bit of them for you guys to be able to pick and choose from. We got some new ones that we're going to be that are going to be coming on board. And by the way, tomorrow at the noon Central show, midday show, we're going to have a hell of a special guest, and it's going to change everything. So you need to be prepared. It's going to be awesome. But our awesome partners here, you need to check them out there. Also, don't forget what we got. What do you have, Chaz? Well, I'm glad you asked. We got our own social media platform that tells the truth. It's a truth-telling machine. Imagine this. Picture this sight and sound. You get into Patriot Shoot, you get access to the free trial. What's that mean? For 30 days, you get to kick the tires on this son of a bitch and see really what it can do. Typically, we're finding out the truth probably between 2 to 3 days prior to anybody else. And our record is absolutely stellar. You get access to our state groups, which there's people in your backyard as part of our organization right now. We're going 10 million strong. Yeah, you heard me right. 10 million folks. That's what we're doing. We're pulling this together. And after tonight's broadcast, you're going to understand the severity of what's going on. But all the Patriots are talking within Patriot Shoot. You get access to, like I said, our state groups, our educational rooms, RV, quantum chats, medbed information. That's that whenever it comes out, we post it on the platform. It's pretty cool. You might want to check it out. Again, go to join.patriotshoot.com. Our awesome mods and admins will be putting that in the chats there for you to check out and all of that great stuff. Also, folks, don't forget, PPN now has officially gone off grid. What does that mean for you guys? It's very simply this. We tested out some military grade technology because we know we're going to end up having to use it, especially if they start cutting off communications. They're going to do it. The Scarabin's going to be hell. Might as well be prepared every way but loose. All you got to do is go to skycomptt.com. We have teamed up with them, a two-way / satellite radio, state-of-the-art encryption. Big Brother came here. Yeah, we got 5 groups on that thing. All you got to do is click on Shop Now, then click on the red PPN button, and voila. You get the SK386C digital two-way radio with encryption, LTD connectivity, emergency alarm, encrypted communications, GPS positioning, not GPS where they can find you, but GPS to the nearest cell phone towers. Yes, this goes to cell phone towers. So in the event everybody's trying to get on their cell phone, trying to call their mama, daddy, auntie, uncle, and Uncle Fester, you're going to be able to talk to them directly if they have one of these as well. We got entire families that are stacking and packing and getting this out to their whole, because you can add other like family groups to this. Is freaking awesome. But it's a way to be able to communicate and not need the internet. Bottom line. I know that Charlie Ward has teamed up with us with the international group, which is going to be awesome. And from me and Charlie talking, we're going to have all this technology in other countries where the action is, and we're going to be able to get the information firsthand without it being stopped. Isn't that wonderful? We get the truth, and we don't have to be psyop. Hello. Isn't that refreshing? So understand there is no monthly with this. $39 a year to renew it. Yeah, per year, $39 for the year to renew it. On that, it's pretty awesome. Again, go to skycomptt.com. I spent a little extra time on this on purpose because it's about that time. It's about that time. Let's see here, man. The chats are, man, lighting up like you wouldn't freaking believe. It's pretty cool, pretty awesome. Let me get right to it. First things first, Down Detector. If you didn't know, X got hit pretty hard just recently in the last hour or so. Disney just got popped off, and Peacock, Spectrum, Sam's Club, Hello, Hulu, and Roblox are among the others that are in the top 6 here on Down Detector. So, former mayor, New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani just put a post out, and breaking news: Hezbollah Israeli forces are fighting at this hour in the Ali Tamar, southern Lebanon province. Reports indicate Hezbollah fired rockets at Israeli positions, and the IDF answered with their own artillery and flares. Here is the video on that. Check it out. That looks kind of different, doesn't it? Yeah. It's different from what we normally see, isn't it? Yeah. So, what does that mean exactly? Well, first off, Trump can't control Bibi. Netanyahu's going to do whatever the hell they want to do. Proof's in the pudding. It's happening. That's probably why Rudy shared it saying, oh, hell, they're not listening. Of course they're not. They're going to destroy our world. Yeah, that is flares. Thank you, Chris. Flares that determines the next rocket that's going to blow them off the freaking face of the earth. Typically, that's what they do. So understand, if Bibi is doing this, Trump's not in control. Nothing bad about Trump, because it seems like here lately he has been doing some decent decisions, so forth. Seems like it. But it seems like it's all going to be temporary. Kind of a little rah-rah. Everybody's all happy. It's probably going to go away pretty quickly if this continues. It sucks because we all don't want to go to war. We don't want false flag events, but it's going to happen. Either it's going to happen there or it's going to happen here. Just saying. Cleveland Jewish News is reporting we are a superpower. Iranian spokesman declares after Trump signs the deal. So the spokesman for the Islamic Republican Foreign Ministry declared victory over the United States and Israel on Wednesday after President Donald Trump signed a memorandum of understanding with Iran. Iran has defeated 2 nuclear powers, and some other countries were also supporting. Of course, they're going to say that to save face. But however, we're about to see, in fact, if we walk away from this and let Israel and Iran fight it out. Put it in the chat. Do you see that happen? Do you think that's going to go down? Trump has said it a roundabout way, that that's what he would do. Do you believe Trump will be able to break away from Israel? Do you guys think he can do that? With how corrupt, how the United States is infiltrated. That's the deep state. Are we going to drain the swamp? Who thinks the Zionist Jews are part of the deep state? Asking for a friend. We got in this movement to drain the swamp, boys and girls. The ending's not for everyone, since we're quoting things that we've been told. Here's the reality. It's not going to stop. They can't allow it to stop, because once they start backing off or going away, or we step back and we're successfully able to do that, which that'll be a cold day in hell before we can, because we're so infiltrated. But let's say we did. Let's say it's rainbows and unicorns, okay? We still got to put up with the fact that they're trying to combine both of our militaries together. We got to stop that shit, man. We got to stop that. Dang. I see only 2 yeses out of all the no's, to all the thousands of people that are watching us right now in the chats commenting. Wow. We're not alone here. Hey, Tanya, how am I spreading BS? Rudy Giuliani shared it. So maybe you need to wake up. Sorry, I hate to break your bubble. Sorry. The psyops are real. It is. Because why is this happening right now? If there was an understanding and Israel got a copy and they're not listening to it, who's controlling the situation when they're firing off on things? Israel is, not Trump. Trump might call and cuss them out, but he ain't controlling them, and he ain't in control. And it's happening right now. That's the reality. You can cut it any way you want. But that's reality right now. And we all said this was going to happen. Trust me, I don't want Trump controlled by anyone, but he's made some good decisions. But we already know you can't trust Israel. Does anybody here think you can trust Israel after what they've done? Number one, with our government, was spying on us. You know, I'm curious to see how this is going to work out with Jared Kushner, and part of Trump's family, and also departments within our military, our industrial complex. It's like I was talking about earlier today. Listen to this. We got confirmation military is not in control. And from what we were told, we don't want the military in control. You're saying that could be super duper bad. And the only way that's going to happen is if we end up going into civil war. Which, what are you going to do when there's a huge ass scare event and everybody's running all over the place? What do you think is going to happen? People are going to be sick of it. They're already sick of it. I'm thankful gas prices are dropping for right now. Let's see what it's like tomorrow. Let's see what happens. What Iran's response is going to be to this. What do you think the response is going to be? Remember, this is not ironclad. This is not ironclad. You need to understand this agreement. It's an understanding. Play on words. It's just like when J.D. Vance, when we showed this on the show earlier today, J.D. Vance says, well, for the most part, we've been able to stop them. So that tells me right there that it is true. They've been bombing the hell out of Israel. Iran has. And then we take Israel's back and then bomb Iran. This is happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. Happening right now. So you got this whole Obama Center situation happening. Everybody from Tom Hanks to, the king of pedophiles, all hanging out together. How come they're not in jail asking for a friend or arrested? So looks like another scare event might have been thwarted involving the World Cup. The U.S. has seized more than 50 drones near the World Cup site. The Director of Homeland Security is saying here. 50 drones. We knew it was going to be something like this. I love it when people tell me this is not real and this is not happening. Hey, let me ask you a question. Who all saw the explosion that took place in Moscow today? That looked pretty damn real to me. See, you got to stop being psyop. And unfortunately, there's been a lot of scam artists in the last 7 years that have fed us all kind of lies and bullshit. Moscow residents complain of the black rain after the largest Ukrainian attack hits the oil refinery. Let's see here. Did y'all see that? Maybe if it'll pull up. Maybe not. There it is. Let's see here if it'll pull up.
抹茶的想象空间很大，有着多样的玩法。
I'll let that finish up there and let it show up on the page for a second. Maybe. Anyway, I got another video I will show you as well while this is getting loaded up. Anyway, I'll have to get that. They're not wanting me to show it, but there you go. I just want to show you. That was hit pretty hard. You saw where it just went boom, boom. Hate to break the news to you. That's happening right now. Let's see here. I want to pull. Oh. Here is another video that I'll get back to Moscow in just a second. This is in Lebanon. Actually, I think Elon Musk has shared a lot of this guy's stuff out. So if it happens to be AI, then I guess Elon is sharing a bunch of AI, huh? But Elon would probably know more than anything because he just signed a contract with Iran for Starlink. How convenient. But here it is. You can kind of, there's the aftermath of that going on that. There we go. Let me get that again. So we're seeing a lot of that taking place as well. Sorry, I'm just trying to get all this. I know a lot of people don't want to believe what they're seeing because it totally shuts down a lot of the narrative that we were told. The fact of the matter is, this is try to grab this for everybody. There are several videos. That's a good one right there. This is in Russia that this came from. There we go. I'll get that up on the screen for everybody. finally shot down, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. More of the same, right? More of the same. So switching gears, have you ever wondered how whenever you're scrolling on social media and all of a sudden something that you're thinking about all of a sudden pops up through biometrics on your phone in your newsfeed? Well, if you have a Google browser on your phone, that's probably why. Here, let me see if I can get this real quick up. Everybody take a look.
About to show you is going to make a lot of things click. Be careful, because what I'm about to show you is going to make a lot of things click. Open your browser right now and log into your Google account. Tap your profile photo, hit manage your Google account, then go to data and privacy. Scroll down to things you've done and places you've been. Tab web and app activity. Now look for this, include voice and audio activity. If that Google toggle is on, and for most people it usually is, Google has been recording what you say through your phone's microphone. That's why you see ads for things you only talked about. You weren't imagining it. So turn it off, then scroll down and tap stop saving. But don't close this out yet. While you're in there, check your visual search history too. Google saves every image you search, every single one. So you can disable that right here. 2 settings, 2 minutes, and Google loses a major surveillance window into your life. Was yours turned on? Drop it in the comments and share.
Yeah, there you go. That shows a lot of it. And by the way, Tanya, I see your comment in there. I don't like when he cooks, because didn't we get into this about the Epstein files? How's that working out so far? It's not. I'm giving him the grace right now, but BB is doing this, and Trump is at his mercy, because what do you think is going to happen? They're going to attack Israel. They know Trump is trying to work this out, but they also know who the real enemy is Israel. Period. Yeah. Understand that. Even Elon Musk agrees. Valid points. Thank you, Elon. That was like perfect timing. JD Vance is directly calling out Israeli cabinet members for their personal attacks on President Trump. Oh, it keeps on getting gooder. Donald J. Trump is the only head of state in the entire world who is sympathetic to a nation of Israel at this moment in time. And he happens to be the head of state of a world superpower. If I was in the cabinet of the Israeli government, I might not be attacking the only powerful ally that I have anywhere left in the whole entire world. The other thing I would say is that there's over the last 3 months, 2/3 of the defensive weapons that have protected your homeland have been built by American hands and paid by, ready for this, American tax dollars. Make it make sense. The problem for Israel is not Donald J. Trump and anybody in Israel who thinks their biggest problem is the president of the United States. Needs to wake up and smell the reality of the situation that country is in. Let's interpret that. Trump can't control BB, and BB's going to continue to do this with Israel, or if BB's dead, because who knows, but it's the elites, the deep state, because we're supposed to be draining them, right? I mean, and then on top of that, they made threats on releasing the Epstein files. Release those sons of bitches, please. Don't be shy about it. Release it. At least they'll release it when everyone else says, oh, what's Epstein? I don't know what that is. If that don't upset you, then you're not a patriot. And that might offend you. And I'm sorry. I got in this for helping the kids, the victims, the child traffickers. Who else got in this movement for that? I know I'm not the only one. You can't sit there and put your head in sand and then say, let somebody cook. Yeah, hell yeah, we're getting cooked. The proof's in the pudding. Period. And I agree, there is too much money going overseas. Because let me tell you something. You got billions and billions of dollars going to another country when all that money needs to be here in the States helping victims of like these storms here. Okay, check this out. This guy was in a mobile home, Effingham, Illinois. Check this out. Viewer discretion, please be advised, by the way.
Bro, there's a tornado outside right now. Oh my gosh. What in the world just happened? Jesus. Oh my gosh. What in the world just happened? Well, this was insane. I mean, I feel alright. I got scraped up. That was insane. The whole house that I'm living in just got torn to pieces. I was flying around my house. I think I'm good though. Oh, my car's tore up. My whole house is tore up.
Hope you got insurance. That's what I'm talking about. There's real victims out there that need help financially. I'm going to tell you what's very confusing and chaotic is people being brainwashed and don't see what's happening right in front of them. Yet, people continue to go down the same road when it doesn't make any sense. I don't believe Trump is in the Epstein files for anything bad. He turned Epstein in. I agree with that. They would have already done that. What about Howard Lutnick? What about Bill Clinton? What about Bill Gates? What about, I'll be here all day. Has anybody been arrested yet? Asking. Not a damn one. And then on top of that, passing laws for phosphates. What could go? I don't want to go backwards because I can show fact by fact by fact because you can't dispute what comes out of Trump's mouth. And that's why a lot of you get all pissed off and get all butthurt because it's the truth. But I noticed something. We're not the only ones saying this. Everybody is seeing this. It's the ones that are being psyoped right now are the ones that are getting upset. You know, keyboard warriors. And here is the facts. Nothing can stop what's coming. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what you say. It's going to happen regardless because the truth is going to come out. Period. Period. You need to understand something. I agree with that statement. Nothing worth achieving is ever easy. I'm in agreement of that. And it's going to be hard. There's going to be people that are going to be in the fetal position in the corner of their house crying and upset because they thought it was going a certain way. By the way, give me a 5x5 if you can hear me. Some people are saying that all of a sudden their mics went out or their speakers went out and they can't hear me. I don't see anybody else saying. I see a couple people saying that. Thank you, True Patriot. Okay. Robin, you might want to check your device on that, but who knows? They cut off things constantly on us. Be praying for those that got hurt in the tornadoes and also those in that are about to get hit, because there's a bunch of you guys, if you're watching from the South, like Alabama, right? It just got hit. We'll be getting, by the way, if you are in Alabama, which a whole bunch of you watch us in Alabama, let us know if there's any tornado touchdowns and things like that. We all have the same goal in mind about this. Understand, getting there, we're not probably going to agree. But I'm cool with that. But I'm also going to point out things that are happening behind the scenes. More people are being murdered by COVID-19 bioweapon. Still. And they're still taking it. Still. Ryan Hall, y'all, commented and said, Mississippi, the Anchor Lake Dam has failed. If you are downstream of the dam in the Pearl River County, you need to evacuate and seek higher ground right now. This is a life-threatening flash flood emergency. Watch the water, right? So we obviously, who picked, correct me if I'm wrong, who picked John Thune? Who supported John Thune? And we all knew what was coming down that road. Well, there you go. Holy crap, President Trump just called out leader John Thune, says any senator refusing to nuke the filibuster for the Save America Act is a stupid fool. Anyone who doesn't want to terminate the filibuster is a fool, a very stupid one at that. The Democrats will end it within minutes of taking office and then repeatedly proceed to destroy our country, adding 2 radical left states, 4 Democrat senators, many congressmen and women, their dream of 21 Supreme Court justices, not just 13, an unlucky number, by the way, an impossible to beat number of electoral college votes. And that's the ball game. Popular vote landslides and so much else. The Republican Party will never win another election. I will. Sadly, I will be the last Republican president. So let's watch it.
Fire the parliamentarian and pass the SAVE Act. You've been very clear as to why the SAVE Act doesn't have the votes to pass and why firing the parliamentarian would create problems here. But are you worried that if you don't do what the president wants, that he's going to criticize your leadership or perhaps withdraw support for your leadership?
That could happen. Look, and it's a well-known fact around here. Sometimes perhaps not fully grasped around the country, but anybody who follows this process closely knows that we don't have the votes. And the only way that you could figure out a way to get the votes, and even in that case, the Save America Act didn't even get 50 votes last week on the floor of the Senate. But even if you confine it to just the two issues of photo ID and citizenship in order to register to vote on those two issues, it takes 60 votes in the Senate. The only way you could get there is to undo or get rid of the legislative filibuster, and there aren't even close to the votes here in the United States Senate in order to achieve that. So it's an issue we all agree on. We're all for it, and we've all voted that way. But it's not something that we're going to be able to get done absent having an election and electing some more Republicans.
That's kind of wild and crazy there. And we say we keep it. Yeah, I agree with that, Robin. I agree with that totally. Totally. So we all knew this was going to happen. All of us called this when he was in question of being a leader there, majority leader. EBS will be incoming. I pray. Trump said that we've got 15 days left. Trump said this. We have 15 days left of oil reserves. And he even said, if it was to prolong, the economic destruction would be insane. And that's what Israel and the Zionist Jews are doing. That's what they want. And they're able to control the narrative that way because we're so infiltrated. I don't want that. I'm not trying to argue with anybody. We all have the same goal, but you got to see really what's going on, and you can't go down a patriot fairy tale. I think that's what's happened. That people are waking up saying, wait a minute, this stuff is not making any sense, just like us. And they're understanding that, wait a minute, it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican. They're all in on it. They're all in on it. And then we sit here and we struggle financially. They're wiping out blue collars that make up all of this country. They're wiping it out. AI. What's AI doing? There ain't going to be any truck drivers pretty soon. There's not going to be any real estate agents pretty soon. Definitely no accountants. If you're in that type of data processing career, it's over. But we're going to have a solution for a lot of the AI craziness that's happening, and that's going to be on tomorrow's Day Show. Everybody needs to keep their head on the swivel. This is not going away anytime soon. You just need to pack a lunch and hang out for a little while. Get True Patriot 114 says, my blue collar is tattered and worn. I know that's right. I appreciate that. And it's not about being right. It's about understanding what's really going on and not falling for the tricks and manipulation. Because that's what's happening right now across the board. So just understand, yes, the ending's not for everyone. But we're about to have a new beginning. We're in the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the fourth quarter. Hi, Alex Jones. I know you're watching, by the way, because you're keeping tabs on what we're saying over here. Yeah, we're cool like that. God bless the Republic of the United States of America, and God bless you, patriots. Without you folks, there is no America or world for that matter. I'm going to see everybody at Coffee with Chaz at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You get ready. Next 24 to 48 hours is either you're going to be super happy or you're going to be extremely pissed off. you make that decision. God bless. Hi there, I'm Chaz Carter. Welcome to Patriot Shoot. If you're looking for a censorship-free platform where you can freely express your thoughts and connect with like-minded individuals, then you're in the right place. At Patriot Shoot, we offer more than just a membership. For just $8.99 per month, we provide you with daily intel, weekly giveaways, and access to our exclusive voice chat platform called Patriot Talk, where we have somewhere between 200 to 400 active members just on that alone, discussing a wide range of topics every single day. You'll gain access to our state groups where you can connect with members in your state at a grassroots level. Our community is all about open dialogue and sharing valuable information without the fear of being silenced. Whether it's discussing current events, giving advice, or personal matters, or simply connecting with others on Patriot Shoot, it is the place to be. So what are you waiting for? Join us today. Experience the freedom of speech and just fill out the form below and get started. We cannot wait to have you here with us, and welcome aboard.